Hi everybody, my name is sethkbani, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to design this. Okay, so let's step into Photoshop, and so this is what we have. We are going to create a new document, and the dimension that we are going to use is 2000 over here, 2000 over here, set here to pixels. Let's boost here to 300, and then over here let's call it Easter service. Okay, leave everything like this. Let's change here to color black, and then let's click on create. We're supposed to have a black color. I don't know why we have this color, but don't worry. Go here and then go to solid color, and then let's pick color black. Okay, now you can click here and then we can delete it. Now we are going to start first with the background. In the background, let's start by reducing this. You can see the shortcut down here. Okay, so let's go in there and then let's pick this. I want you to drag it into Photoshop and release it. Awesome. And then let's hold Alt, depending on the version of Photoshop you are using, and then let's drag it like that. Okay, let's drag it like that, and then let's send it up to, I think this is great. Let's go to view and then let's go to new guide layout. I want us to type 8 here, and then let's type 8 here as well, and then let's click on OK. Awesome. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so now I want us to blur this, okay, because this is going to be in the background and we don't want it to take too much attention. We want to just keep a few area in view or in in focus. And so let's go here to filter, and then let's go to blur, and then let's go to Gaussian blur, and then I want us to set the Gaussian blur to 84. Okay, so you can see it's really blurred out. I like it like that. Let's click on OK. So now anything you put on it is going to stand out because the background is not going to take any attention. Great. Now let's bring in more stuff. Let's bring in this one as well. I want the background to be very rich with a lot of texture as well, and so this is for texture, to create some texture as well in the background. All right, let's push it up until it covers the whole thing. Okay, so it's covered the whole canvas. All right, now I want us to go over here. Let's set it to soft light. Okay, now let's zoom in. I want you to see it. Now you can see the texture in there, I like it like that. Okay, and so 100% over here, and then soft light over here. That is good. Okay, let's bring in more stuff. In fact, this particular one, let's duplicate it, and then let's zoom out and then drag it on top of it. Okay, now let's make sure we delete this. So right click it and then delete smart. Great, now we have it like this. Control T, and then let's make sure we can see the whole thing, and then let's resize it. Control H to bring our grids or our lines. Let's drag it up. Okay, let's see. Okay, in fact, let's drag this here a little bit more. Let's drag it in there. It's basically experimented until you get what you are looking for. Okay, so let's see. I think this is great. Okay, I think this is great. And so let's zoom in a little bit. Now let's give it a mask. Okay, and then let's come and pick our brush. Where's our brush? This is our brush. Let's pick our brush, and then let's make sure here's color black. Okay, so you choose color black over here. You come over here and then you pick soft round brush. Okay, also make sure the opacity and the flow is 100, and then make sure here is normal. Set it to normal. Okay, now click over here, guys, click over there, and then let's mask it out. Okay, let's mask it out. and so we can click here. You can see it's working. Let's mask it out. Just click and brush. Reduce the size of the brush if you want to. Just brush it out like that. Okay. And then remember, we can always come back and work on it. Okay, we can always come back and work on it. Alright, so I like the way it blends in there nicely. It makes the whole thing stand out. I think this is great. Alright, now the next thing we are also going to work on is the curves, just to boost the color a little bit. So I'm going to drag here up a little bit just to boost the bright side, and I'm going to drag here down a little bit to make the darker side a little bit more darker. Okay, now I think this is also nice. And then let's create a solid color. Okay, a vignette actually, black here, and then the opacity over here, let's reduce the opacity all the way to around 60%. Now you can see everything looks quite darker. Okay, now the purpose of this is to make sure this side rather is in focus. Okay, so now if you're wondering how I did it, I clicked here and I went to pick my brush, set here to color black, and then pick the soft round brush. I think you already know how we did it at first. Okay, so we can just do it along black, 100% here, 100% here. Make sure here is clicked, guys. Here is clicked. Okay, and then you just hit it like that. Okay, just to keep this side brightened up. Nice. Okay, just to keep this side brightened up and the whole side darker. Alright, so more attention is going to be given to this side now. You can see that. Also, let's start with this one as well. Okay, we also, now this is just the background. This is the background we are creating. Okay, I want this because it gives you some leather texture. Okay, leather texture, and I think it's very nice feel. All right, okay, so you can see it's a leather texture. We just want to keep the texture in there, blend it nicely, and so we are going to go to the blending mode as usual. Okay, and we are going to send it to linear dodge, so you can see how it blends in there. More texture in there like that. Let's give it a mask so that we can mask the areas we don't like. Okay, so click here, guys, set here to color black, pick your brush, set it to soft round brush, opacity 100, flow 100. I think you are catching on. Okay, and then as long as here is selected or clicked on, you are good to go. Let's pick, what should we pick? Let's pick right click here, let's pick polygonal lasso 2. Okay, polygonal lasso 2. Now you want to click here and you want to come and click here, so you can see it is from one angle to the other. Guys, I hope you are seeing it. Click here, drag it, and then click here, one angle to the other. Now I want us to right click this and delete it. Great, now that it's deleted, let's come back here. All right, and then let's create a new one. Awesome. I want you to double click it and then click on invert. Awesome. Now I also want you to hold Control and click here, so you can see it is selected. I want you to go to select, I want you to go to save, I want you to type selection 1 over here and then click on save or okay. Now the selection is going to be saved. That's what we also want. Alright, that's what we also want. So now I think everything is good now. Let's throw in some few stuff. Okay, let's click on our brush tool and then reduce it a little bit, and then let's click here. As long as here is color black, remember we can always go. Let's bring it here, so around this side, hit it once, hit it again, and then create a new layer, and then come here, come and pick color black, and then hit it over there as well, and then let's reduce the opacity over here to 66. Great. Control T to transform it, and then let's just make it flatter. All right, and then drag it in there like that. Just for now, we can always come back and then move it. So now we are done with our background. Let's put everything in a group, and then let's call it PG for the background. I want us to start off also with our thongs. Okay, so let's drag the thong in there and then release it. Now Control H to bring our lines, and then let's just create something like that, and then drag it up. Enter. Now I want us to go to filter, go to blur, and then go to Gaussian blur, and then let's set the blur here to 5 and click on enter. Okay, now over here, if it's not showing, I want you to click over here, it's going to show. Okay, now this is the mask for the blur, and so this is what we are going to use. Okay, so click on the mask over here, set here to color black, pick your brush, set here to soft round brush, and then normal over here, 100 over here, 100 over here, and then guys, remember here is selected, and then make sure your caps lock is also off, and then reduce the size of the brush, and then we just want to brush the top of it, just the top of it. Okay, just the top of it. Okay, and then let's put it in a group, and then let's call it thongs. Now we are going to start with our text. Let's type over here. Okay, if you don't know how I did the typing, just click on this T over here and click here. The typing, the text will show. Let's select Easter service, copy it, and then paste it here. Control V to paste it here. Nice. Now we are going to start with the text editing. Click over here on your text or your character. If it's not showing, go to Windows and then go and look for character. Okay, now this is pop up. We are going to use Montserrat for this. We are going to use extra bold for this as well. We want it to stand out, that's why we are doing that. We also want to set it to color. Which color should we set it to? Let's set it to color white for now, okay, so that we can see it, but we are not really going to use color white. Awesome. Also go to paragraph over here and click on the middle aligned. Awesome. We are not done with it yet. Okay, we are still going to do more stuff to it. Go back to character, and then we are starting with the main editing. 23 for the size. Now it's a little bigger. I still think it's not really that big. I don't know, I think it's not really that big. Okay, but let's see, we will know what to do next. Over here, let's set it to 19. Let's see, so it's a little close. Okay, and then the tracking over here, let's set it to 0. Awesome. Let's keep it all caps over here. Let's make it italics over here. Over here, set it to 110. Okay, 110, and over here set it to 100. Okay, really important. All right, and then let's click on our move tool, and then let's move it. But guys, as you can see, it is very small, so let's do it 73. Let's see, 73 too is quite bigger. Let's go back, Control T, and then let's push it up ourselves. Let's just transform it, okay, ourselves. I don't know why it's like that of late. I don't know what's happening. My Photoshop keeps on misbehaving. Okay, the dimensions keeps on changing. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. I am going to keep this, and then let's go here to the tones, and then open here as well, the black over here, click on it, and then move both of them. So you can see the tongues is selected, the black here is also selected. Move both of them up. Move both of them up by just moving it up like that. Okay, So what can you see? You can see that the thongs down there is blurred nicely. It's not taking attention, but I'm keeping the top over here, in focus, and I'm adding Easter here to it as well. Okay. So another thing I want to do is make sure that the Easter is in the middle. So Control H to bring the lines, Control T, so you can see it's in the middle here nicely. Great. The other thing I want to do is I want to go here, and then that selection I want to go to load. Remember we saved some selection over there some time ago, and then let's click over here. Let's see. All right, so selection 1, right? Remember, click on it and click on OK. Now it's going to select the whole thing, right? I want you to come here and click on the mask over here. As you see, so make sure this one is selected before you do that. Once it's selected, you're going to have this. All right, so I like this one. Also, we need to do more stuff to it. Now that we have it like this, you need to start bringing the gold in there. Let's clip it to it, drag the gold texture in there, clip it to it. Guys, if I'm going too fast, just let me know, and then I would work on it. Enter, right click it, create clipping mask. So now the clipping mask is in there. Control T. Let's see whether we can resize it more and make it much more smaller. Okay, awesome. I think I need to put everything in a group so that let's call it Easter 1. Double click it. All right, let's double click it, and then let's work on the layer style. So I'll go to drop shadow here, and then I'm going to set here to multiply. I'm going to set here to black, but then I'm going to set the opacity here, okay, to let's say 17%. Awesome. And then the angle here, I am going to set it to 146. Great. Multiply here as well, guys. Remember, multiply here. And then I'm also going to set here to 0. That is the distance. The spread, I'm going to set the spread to 7, and I'm going to set the size also to 7. Also click over here, choose this one, and then that's the contour, choose that one, and then click on OK. Okay, now it is subtle, but it's in there. Now I'll duplicate it. Great. Open it over here, and then over here, okay, the mask, double click it, and then choose invert. Awesome. Now you want to click over here, and then you want to move it till it covers the whole thing. Awesome. Now I want you to drag it down 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, to something like this. I think something like this is good. Okay, maybe you should come down a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. All right, so I think we are done with those two texts. Let's bring our flare, our lens flare in there. Let's drag it all the way here and leave it in there. Okay, I want you to right click it, and then I want you to flip it horizontal. Awesome. I want you to transform it until it fits there. Guys, transform it until it fits there the way you want it. Okay, so enter now. Awesome. I think this is great. Now Control T again, and then let's resize it proportionally. Okay, I really want it to stand out. Okay, I really want it to stand out. I think this is great. I don't know about you, but I think this is great. Okay, now let's click over here. The color here, the color is not blending well, you see. So let's go here, let's go to hue and saturation, and then let's clip it to it. Now once the hue and saturation is clipped to it, now you can work on only the text alone. Okay, now I'm going to leave the saturation the same, then the lightness the same, but over here in the hue over here, I want to change it a little bit to 1 2 3. so the colors are going to blend. All right, so now we have it, colors are blending nicely, and then put it in the group, and then let's call it flare. All right, now that we are done with our flare, let's throw in some few text as well, but I feel like this side here is not really blending nicely, so I am going to go in there and I'm going to hit over here on the layer over there, give it a mask, click on the mask, go and pick my brush, set here to black, change it to soft round brush. Guys, remember normal 100% here, and then make sure your caps lock is off, reduce the size of the brush the size you want, and then mask here, guys, mask there. Okay, mask there. Okay, so I think this is great. So far we are doing good. Now let's also bring in the few text that I talked about. Just type over here, and then let's go and bring in power in the blood and paste it there. Also, let's go here, let's look at the font size. All right, so now Montserrat is what we are using here. We are not going to use bold because we don't want everything to be too bold. Let's look for light. Oh, this is nice. So you can see this is very bold and this is very light. It just makes it more beautiful. Okay, now over here we are keeping the size 23. Awesome. And then the tracking over here, the leading, let's leave the leading the same way. The tracking, let's keep it 0. Click over here to also make it italics, click over here to make it bold if it's not bold already. And then let's see color, let's leave the color white. Remember the horizontal scale here is 110, the vertical scale here is 100, and I think we are good. Control H to bring our lines, and then let's zoom in a little bit. Click on your move tool so that you can be able to move the text around. Make sure the text is selected, you can be able to move it around. Control T, and then let's keep it in the middle. You can see the middle over here. Let's keep it in the middle. Okay, let's drag it a little bit up. Awesome. Duplicate it and then bring it down a little bit more, and then let's go and pick with sethkbani, and then let's paste it there. Awesome. Now open the character here. We are first going to change this one. Okay, we are going to use create on, and I'm going to put it in the description for you. All right, awesome, that's nice. Over here keep it 0, guys. Remember over here keep it 0. That's the baseline shift, keep it 0. And the text over here, perhaps we are going to keep it the same size. Let's make sure here caps lock is off. Let's keep it here 25. Awesome. And then let's see, keep the tracking here 0. Okay, only italics here, color white, and then that's all. Now click on your move to move it down here, Control T, and then make sure it is middle align. Guys, so far I think this is great. I think this is great. Now let's put it in a group. Let's call it theme and name. So what I want to do is I want to click on the theme and then the name. Let's push this one up a little bit more, drag it up a little bit more. Okay, I feel like we don't have enough space down here, so that's what I'm going to do. Now let's pick knife match, the date, the time and stuff, and then let's type here and paste it there. We are going to use Montserrat. Okay, so let's go here, pick Montserrat. Awesome. And then we are going to set it here to bold because we want it to be very bold. Make sure the italics here is off. All right, now over here we are going to set it to 20. Nice. And then color white over here as well. Everything is going to be the same way. And then click on your move tool and then move it somewhere here. Awesome. Duplicate it and then bring it down, and then let's come and pick kingdom and then paste it here. Okay, now kingdom, we are still going to keep, we are also going to keep that one 20, and then we are going to keep here 0, and then make sure it's all caps as well, and then let's keep here color white as well. Now let's zoom in, let's close this one, and then let's zoom in. I want to pick this one, rectangular 2, and I want to create a thin line like that. Great. Then I'll go here, make sure the stroke is off, and then I also want to make sure the fill is color white. Okay, and then let's close this one, click on our move tool so that we can be able to move the rectangle. With the rectangle selected, don't remember it's selected now, we can move it up. And then I'll drag kingdom down a little bit, and then maybe I'll make sure it's in the middle of both of them. Okay, let's duplicate kingdom and drag kingdom up, and then let's go here, guys, make sure it's middle aligned. Okay, let's go and pick these two, and then double click it, and then paste it. Go to character, we are still using Montserrat, right? We are still using Montserrat. Okay, but over here we are going to keep it let's see, 18. Let's see, that's too big. Let's keep it 10. Let's see. Okay, I think 10 is good. And then over here let's keep it 10 too. Let's see. Okay, let's make sure it's not caps. Awesome. And then what else are we going to do to this? What else? I think over here we shouldn't be bold, because I feel like everything is too bold now, so let's keep it regular. Okay, that way it stands out too. Let's drag it down. Okay, so now this is bold, this is regular, it makes it stand out and it makes it more nicer. All right, so we keep it closer to it like this, and then let's see what else we can work around it. Make sure the tracking here is also 0, guys. Here is 0, and I think that is pretty much it, color white, and then we are good to go. Okay, let's duplicate the line over here, and then let's drag it underneath it. Let's zoom in so that we make sure everything is the same. Okay, let's duplicate the date over here, and then let's drag it down. Look on your move tool, and then move it down like that. Okay, and then let's come and pick the time, and then let's move this one up here, double click it, and then let's paste the time there without formatting. Let's see whether we have enough space down here. We don't have much space, but I think that's great. Right, that's great. Okay, let's put everything. It's manageable, so let's put everything in a group, and then let's call it details. Okay, yeah, details. All right, so with that done, let's bring in our handles. I think now is the time to bring in our handles. Okay, and then the handle, let's change it to color white. Okay, so here stroke off. Over here let's change it to color white, and then let's move it down. All right, let's zoom in, and then let's work on the details. So click on your text to type sorry let's delete it. I didn't like the way it looked, so let's click outside it. Okay, and then let's bring in that, and then let's paste it in there. click on your move tool, and then let's move it about like that. Let's go here, let's set it to color black. All right, now let's change it over here to 10. Let's see, let's make it 8. Let's see, let's make it 3. Let's see, it's too small. Let's make it 8. Let's see, I think 8 is good. And then let's pick our stuff, drag it in there one by one. Let's see, enter, drag these two in there as well, enter, and then enter. All right, so now they are all the same size. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the 3 of them, and then Control T, and then resize it, and then click on your move tool, and then move all of them here. Let's zoom in, right, because this is very small. We need to see the details. Great. Now also let's move them. The second one, let's move it here, and then let's duplicate this, and then let's move it there as well. Let's pick this, let's move it there as well. Oh, didn't show. Let's move it there as well. All right, so let's pick this one too. Let's move it there as well. Let's duplicate this one, and then let's move it there as well. Let's see. Okay, so let's select all of it. No, we don't want to select this one. Control T, and then let's make sure it's in the middle. Okay, awesome. Let's put everything in a, let's make sure it's also in the middle of the rectangle. Let's put everything in a group now. Control G, and then let's call it handles. Now I believe we are done. Okay, let's close everything. Let's see how it looks like from a distance. I believe we are done. Okay, the only thing we are left with is the logo over here, and that is what we are going to deal with. And then now guys, if you want this PDF, guys, remember I'm going to leave the link in the description. That way you can easily get it. Okay, and then let's copy this one. You can easily get it together with many other PDFs, oh sorry, PSDs that you want. Okay, I have the 200, I have 100, I have a lot of them. All right, so let's go here, and then the size over here, let's keep it, let's say 20. Okay, maybe it's too big. Let's keep it 15. Click here, let's set it to, okay, let's keep it color black. We'll work on the details later. Make sure the tracking here is 0, everything here is the same, and then Control H. Let's close this one. Control H, and then Control T. Make sure it is middle, nicely like that. Duplicate it, and then move it down. Guys, make sure the move to is clicked, and then move it down. Okay, and then let's pick glowy tempo, and then let's paste it there. Now with glowy tempo, you also want to reduce it a little bit. Let's make it 10, and then let's move it up a little bit more. Okay, let's see. All right, so these two, let's bring it down more. Awesome. Okay, and then let's open it, and then let's see what is there. Let's set here to regular regular here, and then let's set the kingdom here to semi bold. Awesome. Okay, now that we are done with this, I think let's bring in some thin line over here, just some thin line over here. Okay, and then let's make it color black here and make sure the stroke here is off. Also, let's bring in come down here, and then let's create something like that. Double click it, and then let's change it to color white. Okay, make sure your stroke is also off, and then let's close it. Now let's zoom in, and then let's work on the details. Okay, so we can see that it's in the middle here. That is good. That is firstly good. And then let's bring it down more. Okay, like it's in the middle. This one, let's keep it between the K over there, and then let's bring this in there too. Let's resize it. Enter, click on your move tool, and then move it there. Glowy tempo, duplicate it. Okay, Ctrl J to duplicate it, and then bring it down. Open your character, and then let's see how we're going to do this. Let's set it to color black over here as usual. We are still using Montserrat here, and then we are going to keep here medium because we want it to be a little bit bolder, especially where it's located. All right, and then we are going to set here to 7, and then we're also going to space it out to 400, and then we are going to type there presents grid. Aside that, I think everything is good. Okay, now over here guys, over here I want to Ctrl J to duplicate it. The one down here, I want to double click it and then pick color black. All right, now click on your move tool and then move it down nicely like that. Awesome. Now I also want you to drag a line all the way here. Okay, all the way here like that. Ctrl T, and I want you to click over here. If you can't find it, don't worry, right click it and pick warp. I want you to drag inside here in there. Awesome, in there like that. Just drag it in there like that. Great. Enter. Now over here I want you to do Ctrl T again, and then I want you to just hold Shift or Alt and drag it proportionately like that. Okay, enter. Now give it a mask here. Pick your brush over here, set here to color black, soft round brush, normal, 100, click here. Make sure your caps lock is off. Reduce the size a little bit, and then let's hit here, and then let's hit the edges here. Okay, just like that, and then we have something like this. Let's put it in a group, and then let's call it logo. So guys, we are done with everything now, but normally I don't like to leave my stuff like this. You always know I have a finisher, I have a way to make the colors boost and more pronounced and beautiful, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, all right, so guys, remember, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already, because I release new videos each and every day or each and every week, and I don't want you to miss it. Okay, so now let's go here to our adjustments. This time we are going to color lookup. All right, color lookup, click over here on the 3D loop, and then let's go and look for candlelight. Awesome, awesome. You can see how the candlelight has made everything look nicely like this. I think this is great. But over here, let's go for overlay, 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 and then boom, everything looks beautiful and nice like this, guys. So guys, if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Remember, there are more videos coming up. I don't want you to miss it. Just subscribe so that you just don't miss each and every new videos that I upload. Also, I'm going to leave the link to the font and everything in the description. I'm also going to leave the PSD package in the description, the link to it in the package, in the description as well. I love you all, guys. See you in the next video. Peace.